Hello everybody, Ocean Batman back with another video. Sorry with the lack of consistency. Why am I apologizing now? Actually, this will be coming out in a consistent schedule because I already have a video for this Monday, and so at the time of recording, this is actually coming out next Monday. So I'm actually kind of ahead. Finally, like I said, I've just been kind of busy. But yeah. So with these, this is a random figure showcase. I really wanted to show all of these figures in not their own showcase, well, their own showcases, yeah, showcases that involve more of their characters. However, I've been super scatterbrained with customs. I mean, I've been like, ooh, I want to make this guy, and I should make more figures for this guy. But then I'm like, ooh, what about this idea? So, like, this whole video is going to be pretty scatterbrained. All these figures do fit in a category where I've made figures for them in the past, but I haven't made enough new ones to... You'll get what I'm saying when I show you the figures. So, yeah, let's get on to the first one. You know what? Let me show you Conquest. I am really happy with how this Conquest turned out. I modified his torso. I've done this with a few figures in the past. I'm not the best at doing this. Go watch Potato Mean. He's really good at modifying the torsos to make them look nice and buff and cool. I've done this with Miguel O'Hara. Do I have him somewhere? I can't find him. He's somewhere in my collection. I don't know where he is. Okay, whatever. But I've done this before. It's not super easy because you have to like cut up 2 torsos. And yeah, but I'm really happy with how this guy turned out. He is, still fully posable. His arms are slightly extended to kind of match his bigger torso, and his shoulders are bulked up to kind of, give him more shoulders. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. He has his gold arm here. And yeah, I do like how his face turned out. I do really like his hair. I think I did a great job with his hair. I originally thought of doing this headpiece because I'm like, oh, Reinhardt's headpiece is perfect. But then I realized the scar is actually on the wrong side, so I had to make a new one. I could have modified the Reinhardt piece, but I wanted to make my own. I do really like how that mustache turned out. Try to outline it so you can kind of properly see it. I thought about making his face all bloody, but I thought that might take away a little bit. And yeah, like I said, not super, like the paint job isn't super complex or nothing. It's mostly just how kind of tedious the sculpting was to do. But I do really like how he turned out. So yeah, next up, ooh, who should I show off next? Oh my God, these are both kind of meme characters. Let me show you the more meme-y one is Flint and Steel. Steve from the Minecraft movie. This idea, well, I sort of came up with it on my own, but I was very inspired by Potato Mean. He told me to make a Steve custom, and he said like, yeah, it would be super unique if you made a custom of Steve. And I'm like, what would be unique about it? Like that doesn't really sound unique at all. People have done that, and there's also an official Lego figure of Steve. And I think he had some idea, but I don't remember what his idea was to make it. Was it more Minecrafty or less Minecrafty? I honestly don't. No, he said to make like movie Steve, but make it like normal Minecraft Steve. I'm like, okay, so like normal Minecraft Steve. So he was really, I was confused. Maybe this was his vision. I don't know. So maybe I am just copying him. But I'm like, you know what? What if I just put the printing of Steve's face onto a blockhead? And so that was my idea. I really do like how this... I think I replicated... I don't have a normal Steve with me, so I just use like images on the internet. I think I really replicated the facial expression of that Steve really well with the raised eyebrow and all that, and the smirk he has, and the kind of the shaping of his beard. Like I said, I didn't try... Like I said, I really just tried to replicate Lego's one and didn't really try to make it particularly look more like Jack Black than Lego's one. I think Lego's Jack Black actually looks really good. And then I also did paint on a little bit of the kind of the general shape of the hairpiece he had. I didn't sculpt on the hair. The rest is really, like I said, it's just kind of plastered on there like it's a video game texture on like a low poly model. So, and then for the torso, I don't have a Minecraft. If I had the set, I would have just used that torso, but I didn't, so I just painted my own. I would just kind of try to replicate it as well. Gave him short sleeves. He doesn't have that in the sets. They really should just make a Steve with short sleeves. I don't know why they haven't already, because they have made this piece in short sleeves. This is a painted one. I don't have the official one, but I do believe, because I've seen people do it before, and so that piece does like exist. I really wish they would use it for Minecraft. And I gave him dark brown boots. in the game, I think he has gray boots. For example, here is my very my custom Steve, and yes, in the game he has the gray boots. But in the movie he has brown kind of just normal shoes. So yeah, and dark blue for the pants. But yeah, I'm really happy with how he turned out. And yeah, you might have seen this guy already because I think by the time this video post released, I probably released a YouTube short of him. So I don't usually release YouTube shorts, but I'm like, you know what? The brain rot is real. Let me capitalize on that. So that's why I did that. Last but certainly not least, we have here is Squidward. I'm so happy I finally have Squidward. I've made basically the entire rest of the SpongeBob cast here. I really do want to maybe do a big video where I show them all off. But I think I want to make some more SpongeBob characters if I do that. Like, for example, here is my Mr. Krabs. Here is my SpongeBob. Here's my Patrick. And here is my Sandy Cheek outside of the astronaut uniform. And I do have a Plankton somewhere, I believe. I just got to find where he is. I might have lost him, which would be very unfortunate if I did. But here's Squidward. So what I did for him, the unique thing, is basically, so I got this from a Bricks and Minifigs. So that's why I decided to make him. So here's the original torso. A lot of the problem with some of the older SpongeBob figures is that the colors, in my opinion, are just super inaccurate. This is what it originally was. It was way more green, and I think his shirt was too light. So I made his shirt the darker color, and I lightened his skin tone and made it more blue. This, I think the arm, like the color is the same color they used for the zombie Captain America. I'm surprised I actually had two of the arms in that color, but then I painted on the sleeves, and then the shirt was pretty easy as well. Very basic looking shirt. I split up his legs to make him look like he has the full 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, 6? I thought he had 8. Because I remember everyone says that Squidward's actually an octopus because he looks like an octopus. Did I not make enough legs for him? I swear he has 4. I've seen several images of him. He has 4 legs here and then 2 arms. Maybe he is missing some. I don't know. But in a lot of photos, I debated making his feet come out the front and the back because from my memory, I'm like, oh, his feet come out the front and the back, but that's only when he stands still. His feet don't come out the front and the back. They kind of go, they fray out in 4 directions, kind of like an X shape. And I don't want to do that. So, but I've seen with action figures, and when he walks, his legs group up into 2 legs. So I figured I could just make it look like his legs are grouping up together. And so that's his like walking pose. So you can see, if he looking from the side when he's walking, that looks very much like Squidward walking. And like you see a little bit of the bottom of the tentacle with that blue bit. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. And like I said, just making the color more accurate. Same thing with Patrick. Is he was a flesh tone instead of pink. He really should have been this pink. It's funny, I have this debate with one of my friends who thinks Patrick is orange for some reason. He isn't, he is pink. End of discussion. But yeah, but I'm really happy with how this Squidward turned out. But yeah, if you all like the video, leave a like, subscribe. If you want to see me make more figures from Invincible, SpongeBob, or the Minecraft movie, maybe I should do Garrett the Garbage Man in this style. That could be really funny. Or Chicken Jockey. Make a Chicken Jockey. I know that Lego's done a Chicken Jockey. They maybe make a more size accurate one. But like still based off the movie. Maybe use like a normal baby piece. I don't know. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Go watch the 2011 film Rango. Subscribe, like, do all the good stuff. And we have a Discord server. You can join if you want. And yeah, see you. Ciao. Bye-bye. Ciao.